Visceral fat is the most dangerous fat in your body, and you might be carrying it around right now without even knowing it. Unlike the soft belly fat that you can pinch, visceral fat wraps around your organs, leaks harmful chemicals into your bloodstream, and quietly wrecks your hormones, your energy, and your lifespan. I'm Dr. John Go. I've personally lost 75 pounds and I've kept it off using science, and I've helped others do the same also. In this video, I'll walk you through the exact 30-day protocol that I use with my friends and my clients to attack this silent poison without tracking calories or living in the gym. We'll cover what visceral fat is, how to know if you have it, and most importantly, how to get rid of it as quickly as possible. No crash diets, no endless cardio, just a science-backed plan that works, even if you're busy, tired, or already eating healthy. Imagine waking up feeling lighter, not just in your body, but in your brain, in your gut, and in your mood. So put your phone on Do Not Disturb, let's get comfortable, and let's lock in step by step. But first, how can you tell if you're carrying this silent killer? Think you're healthy? Let's find out. Visceral fat hides deep in your belly, suffocating your organs like a toxic sludge that's stuck inside of you. And it's not just sitting there, it's actually active, leaching inflammatory chemicals into your bloodstream. Sometimes the only signs of it are how you feel. Feeling sluggish all the time, brain fog, waking up tired even after a full night's rest. It can also mess with your mood and your cravings, your libido and your energy, all without showing up on the scale or in the mirror. Or you might not feel anything, but this silent fat increases your risk of heart attack, stroke, dementia, fatty liver, and more. And the kicker is that you can look skinny and lean and still be packed with visceral fat. That's what we call TOFI, thin on the outside, fat on the inside. But what are some objective ways to tell if you're carrying around this deadly fat? The best method is getting a DEXA scan or an MRI scan, but here are some simple ways to check if you might be at risk. Number 1, wrap a tape measure around your waist, right above your belly button. If it reads over 40 inches, that's a red flag. Number 2, check your waist to height ratio. Your waist should be less than half of your height. So, for example, if you're 5'10", that means your waist should be around 35 inches or less. Number 3, check for other physical signs. If your belly feels hard and round like a bowling ball, there's a good chance that there's some visceral fat hiding under there. Soft bellies usually represent subcutaneous fat, or fat under your skin, which is less dangerous. If that sounds like you, don't panic. The good news is visceral fat can respond quickly when you apply the right changes. Let's start with the most powerful fix that most people ignore. Number 1, lift heavy stuff. Resistance training is your secret weapon against visceral fat. Unlike cardio, which burns calories during the workout, lifting increases your resting metabolic rate, so you're burning fat even while sleeping or watching Netflix. Muscle is like metabolic armor. It improves insulin sensitivity, it clears circulating blood glucose, and it decreases overall inflammation. Try to focus on compound movements that train multiple muscle groups like squats, deadlifts, bench press, overhead press, and rows. Don't worry about going super heavy right away. Just move with control, good form, and enough resistance to challenge yourself in the 6 to 12 rep range. No gym access? No problem. Bodyweight exercises like push-ups, squats, and pull-ups are great starting points. The key is getting to the reps that matter and using progressive overload. That might mean more reps, better form, but ultimately the goal is increasing that weight. Check out my A to Z video covering weightlifting here. You don't need to turn into the Hulk. You just need to get strong enough to shift your biology. Strength training preserves lean muscle, increases metabolism, and helps you burn fat, even in your sleep. But lifting alone won't save you if your diet's working against you. So let's fix that next. Eat food that fuels you, not food that fights you. Ultra-processed foods are visceral fat's best friend. They spike insulin, they throw your hormones off, and they drive your body into fat storage mode. It's not about eating less, it's about eating smart. Here are some keys. Number 1, prioritize protein. I say it all the time. Most healthy individuals can aim for 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. Pay attention to your protein sources. Chicken, fish, lean ground beef, Greek yogurt, eggs are all high-quality protein sources. Your body uses this protein to build muscle, stay full, and recover. Number 2, fiber. Try and get 25 to 40 grams daily from fruits, veggies, lentils, chia seeds, and whole grains. Fiber slows digestion, helps regulate blood sugar, and feeds your gut bacteria, which is key for metabolism and inflammation control. Number 3, carbs aren't the enemy, but eat smart carbs. Choose minimally processed ones like oats, sweet potatoes, brown rice, beans, and fruit. Cut out refined carbs and sugary drinks. Those spike insulin and feed visceral fat. Even just removing sugary drinks for 30 days can make a huge difference. Think about this. Let's say you drink 2 20-ounce bottles of Coca-Cola every day. Cut that out for a year, and you're looking at nearly 190,000 fewer calories. That's over 50 pounds of fat loss from just cutting out those 2 sodas a day. Number 4, eat fats that support your hormones like olive oil, avocados, fatty fish, and nuts. Number 5, the 80-20 rule. 80% of your meals should be nutrient-dense whole foods. The other 20% leave some room for fun. Flexibility prevents burnout and keeps you consistent. Every Friday, for example, we get KBBQ or Malatang hot pot. Your body knows exactly what to do with real food. Now that we've dialed in your nutrition, let's move on to the habit that quietly burns fat all day long: walking. Walking is criminally underrated. It burns calories, lowers cortisol, improves insulin sensitivity, and it doesn't spike hunger like intense cardio can. Don't get me wrong, cardio has definitely been shown to decrease visceral fat. But if implementing a cardio routine is tough for you, you can start with walking. Aim for 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day. That's about an hour and a half of walking. But you don't need to get that done all at once. Break it up. 10-minute walks after each meal helps blunt blood sugar spikes. You can take walking meetings or walking phone calls. Pair walking with podcasts or audiobooks. You can park further away. My favorite is using a walking treadmill while I get work done. I can get all my steps in while watching Netflix, playing video games, or doing actual work like scripting or editing. Here's a bonus tip. Get sunlight while you walk to improve your circadian rhythm and your sleep quality. And since we're on the topic, let's talk about the one thing that can destroy your fat loss progress overnight: poor sleep. Sleep isn't a luxury, it's a fat loss switch. When you cut out sleep, you crank up your cortisol, you crash your testosterone, and you scramble your hunger hormones. Start with 7 to 8 hours a night. Make your room dark, make your room cold, and make it quiet. Cut screen time 30 minutes before bed at least, and try some blue light blockers if needed. Trouble falling asleep? Try cognitive shuffling or other relaxation techniques. Hugely underrated? Develop a consistent sleep schedule. That is, go to bed and wake up at the same times. You build muscle in the gym, but you burn fat while you sleep. Now let's talk about another sneaky fat builder: stress. Stress triggers fat storage. Elevated cortisol tells your body to hoard body fat, especially if it's chronic. Here are some tools that help me: frequent walks, mindfulness, breathing, journaling, meditation, and of course, seek care from mental health professionals if needed. Build stress reduction into your daily routine and try to separate yourself from your sources of stress if you can, and don't numb your anxiety with substances. Address them. Managing stress is crucial, but so is managing what you drink. Now let's talk about alcohol. Alcohol is belly fat in a bottle. Even if you're eating clean and working out, drinking can quietly undo all of your progress. Why? Because alcohol does 3 big things the moment it hits your system. Number 1, it shuts down fat burning. Your body treats alcohol like poison, so it stops metabolizing fat until alcohol is cleared out of your system. Number 2, it disrupts sleep. Even a couple drinks lowers sleep quality, which raises cortisol and tanks recovery. Number 3, it lowers testosterone, which makes it harder to build muscle and easier to store fat, especially around the belly. One study found that just 2 drinks a day dropped fat burning by over 70% for several hours, even when calorie intake was matched. Just 30 days off of alcohol can make a world of difference. Higher testosterone, better workouts, more energy, deeper sleep, clearer skin, less bloating, more consistent fat loss, you name it. Now, you don't have to quit forever. Just first try out 30 days. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Cutting out alcohol isn't about being perfect. It's about giving your body a break and a chance to finally start healing. And that brings us to the final and most important part of this protocol: consistency. The people who win in life aren't perfect. They don't have like willpower superpowers. They just show up, even when things aren't perfect. Actually, especially when things aren't perfect. One bad meal, it doesn't ruin your progress, but quitting does. Track your habits and focus on the small wins. Need accountability? Find a buddy, join a community. Progress stacks over time and discipline compounds. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to create momentum. So remember, this isn't about a 30-day sprint. It's about taking control, one habit at a time. Visceral fat is like carbon monoxide. It's silent, it's invisible, and it's deadly, but it's also fixable. This journey isn't just about losing weight. It's about reversing insulin resistance, restoring your hormones, and adding quality years to your life. Follow these steps for 30 days and your body will feel different. Your labs will look different. You'll finally feel in control again. And once the fat starts coming off, watch this next video where I'll show you how to build muscle with maximum efficiency using the latest science so you can stay lean and stay strong for life. Peace.